bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Celebrations for evangelist Rex Major set for this Sunday here on Grand Bahama. Chairman of Rex Major and Associates Churchill Tenor Knowles says the power-packed event has been moved to Freeport Bible Church at 3 p.m. Major is celebrating 60 years in Christian ministry, and Tenor Knowles notes that this is a big accomplishment.
Mr. Major simply is giving thanks for his years of service and God's blessing in his ministry over the past years, not only in the Bahamas, but also in the Caribbean, South America, United States, Canada, and elsewhere.
Committee members Pastor Eddie Victor and Dr. Leslie Minus are encouraging both the young and old to attend. The service will be a walk through decades of history, celebrating the achievements and ministry of Major.
For this generation, I believe it will be a very, very important history lesson, but also it's a testimony of what God can do with an individual who commits themselves to serving the Lord, and how the Lord can not only bless, but he can also give longevity to your ministry and to your life, because Dr. Rex Major is now 80 years old. When you would conversate with pastors across the denominations, you would find that Dr. Major has impacted many of them, and therefore many of their denominations. So this is a great time for Grand Bahama, not just Freeport, but from West End to East End, to come together, including Sweeting Ski, to come together and show their support and celebrate with Dr. Major on Sunday at 3 o'clock at Freeport Bible Church.
The Us Too organization hosting a prostate cancer screening clinic on Grand Bahama. Organizers say early detection is key to overcoming the disease, and they believe men are now heeding the call. Kimberly Mullings reports.
September is recognized internationally as Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. In keeping with that observance, Us Too Grand Bahama held their annual prostate cancer screening at the Paris Plaza. Chapter leader Dr. Andrew Moxie says the organization remains adamant about the annual screening clinic because a number of their members are survivors.
They constantly remind us about the importance that it was to them that they discovered their cancers at an sufficiently early stage that they could go on and receive the treatment necessary, and they're now living long and fruitful lives.
Last year, some 580 men were screened. This year, by mid-afternoon of the second day of screening, 490 men were screened. Chairman of Screening with Us Too Grand Bahama, Don Mitchell, says a cadre of doctors offered their assistance.
They've all come here on a schedule, and so we have an abundance of doctors, and included in that, of course, has been our esteemed urologist, Dr. Robin Roberts, who we flew in on the weekend to dedicate his time to us to ensure that everything ran very smoothly, because he's a specialist.
The screening chairman noted that this year was successful because it was a joint effort of doctors and specialists from both the private and public sectors.
Rotary Club of Lukai, Rotary Club of Freeport are huge supporters of Us Too as well. There's a fraternity also that is a big supporter of Us Too, so you'll see some of their volunteers here as well.
Mitchell added that labs at Lucain Medical and the Medical Pavilion will process all of the results by Friday for Us Too to distribute.
Some of those men will have high scores, high PSA scores, and will have some concerns as a result of the digital record exam. We arranged a free visit from our consultant urologist, Dr. Robin Roberts, to come here in October or November to see all of the men who are high, free of charge. He sees them once, twice, or 3 times, as many times as they need to be seen to set them on a path to remediation of the condition.
Over 500 men attended this year's 2-day screening clinic. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
2 local entities continuing their partnership in the fight against cancer. Members of the Hope Ball Committee and Family Guardian officials announcing the 2016 Family Guardian Hope Gala Ball slated for Saturday, October 15th at the Grand Lucayan Resort. Public Relations Director for the Grand Bahama Hope Society, Yolanda Hanna, is encouraging the community to support this worthy cause.
The purpose of the event is to celebrate hope. It's to celebrate lives. It's to encourage persons to support the Hope Ball and all its initiatives, because, our aim is to support those who are fighting cancer. And directly, our aim is to financially support those who are fighting cancer. Cancer treatment is expensive, and persons need help in a very real way. And so the mission of the Hope Ball is to financially pour into those people who need help.
District Manager at Family Guardian Gino Miller says the company is pleased to be a part of such a noble effort.
Family Guardian, we are in a community, this community, to assist this community. We believe in corporate social responsibility, and we believe in lending a hand. This is our 6th year of sponsorship, and we're so pleased to be a benefit to the organization, right? They mentioned 6 years. We will do it for as long as we can, right? Again, we are pleased to partner with the society, and we will continue to assist in our community where we can.
The theme for this year's Hope Ball is The Great Gatsby. And now it's time to ask the doctor.
This is Ask the Doctor. A concerned parent asked, when our baby is sick or hurt, it's hard to know what to do. Do we wait and see if the baby gets better, or do we rush to the emergency room? Thanks for your question. It's time to go to the hospital when there's a clear crying change. If the crying is suddenly extremely different from your baby's usual cry, it can be a sign that something's wrong. A baby who has changed from his or her normal behavior and is inconsolable despite the usual attempts to soothe may be sick. 2. Strange skin color. Specific changes to look out for include turning blue, especially around the lips or face, yellow, pale, or mottled skin, or any other changes from your baby's normal skin tone, or a rapidly spreading rash. 3. Weak or limp muscles. Your baby has a specific strength in his or her grip and supports him or herself a certain way. If this changes, or if your baby feels unusually limp, weak, or different from normal, there could be something seriously wrong. 4. Sudden sleep pattern switch. If your baby's sleeping much more than usual, or acting less alert, or if he or she is difficult to wake, this can be a sign of illness. And 5. Unusual breathing. You should be concerned if you observe slow or rapid breathing, irregular breathing patterns, flaring nostrils, belly or ribs moving unusual with breathing, labored breathing, or not breathing at all. If your baby shows any of these symptoms, go to the hospital emergency room immediately. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Sports is up next with Ricardo Liborn.